Today, our champion, Bruno DeFeo of East Boston, faces the challenge of Dick O'Connell of Brockton on candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and I'm always speaking for the whole crew when I say we're sure glad you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of candlepin bowling. Obviously, total pinfall is what determines our winner. Now, each takes home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers of Boston and Holyoke. They'll be properly inscribed and with the date and the result and so forth, and a very nice thing to have as a souvenir. Then again, a very nice thing to have is some money, and we have guaranteed prize money of $1,200. $700 goes to the winner, $350 to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string. And if they tie, they will each receive $50. There is also a $50 gift certificate to Rotman's Furniture in Worcester, and that will go to the man with the most marks, our marksman of the day. All right, enough of that. Let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Richard, it's nice to see you again.
Glad to be back.
Making your annual visit here, huh?
Yeah, hopefully we can put on a good show.
You have, I understand, changed a few things here. Like, for example, your high single has jumped up to 206, huh?
Yeah, I did that in January, qualifying for this show.
How about that? And also, you came in 4th in the state championship?
Yeah, I had a little bit better series than I thought I did. You know, I ended up surprised that I was in 4th.
Okay, Bruno, at the moment anyway, it's off your shoulders, that big burden that you had, huh, when you got knocked out of the championship show. At least now you are not in the vulnerable spot of being in 5th place, you're in 4th place.
Yeah, just hopefully it'll stay there. Maybe you could do a little bit better. We'll see what happens.
Well, I'm sure as long as you're up there, you keep thinking of putting big numbers up. Why not? I'd like to see both of you put zowie numbers up there today. Okay, good luck to you. And we'll get underway right after this.
There's an exciting, rewarding career opportunity awaiting you at East Coast Aerotech, conveniently located on our 27-acre campus at Hanscom Field. Now is the time to enroll and become an aviation mechanic. You'll have the skills now in demand by the aviation industry. East Coast Aerotech is New England's largest accredited aviation school. You'll receive hands-on power plant and airframe training with top flight professional instructors. East Coast Aerotech, offering lifetime job placement assistance, major airlines, manufacturing, municipal airports. Call now, 1-800-292-3228.
If you've always thought that living in a townhome community meant that you'd be giving up a lot of space, then think again. This week on Real Estate Review, we'll showcase the community of Crystal Brook, where 3 levels of living give you the spacious feeling you've been looking for. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Vanacore. Please join us this Sunday as we take a look at the beautiful community of Crystal Brook, as well as tour many other beautiful homes for sale throughout New England.
Sunday at 10 on Channel 5.
There's something that can change the way a car performs over time. It's an advanced system of engine cleaning from Texaco. A true breakthrough in every octane grade. For the highest performance, lower emissions, and improved mileage. New Clean System 3 gasoline from Texaco. Give us 60 days and watch what can happen.
You do not have to be a professional in order to paint your home. Preparation is 99.9% of getting the job done right. I'll use my house as an example. I took my time and did it right. I can make an amateur paint like an expert. We know that we have the expertise. We know that we have the product.
Brighten up your home with Dutch Boy interior and exterior paints. Dutch Boy's Dirt Fighter goes on easily and dries fast. And you'll find it at a guaranteed low price every day at the Home Depot.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
Parents, teach your kids that recycling trash is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Teach your kids to recycle.
Our challenger, Dick O'Connell, has a high single of 206, as we mentioned. His high triple is 477. His league average, 127.
Hey, relax. Doesn't make any difference.
2 pins left. It's a 9. It's going to be a little difficult to convert this, but he does have wood that could help because there are parallel pins. It's the 4 and 5, and in back of that the 7 and 8. But he does have wood that's slightly to the right of the 5 pin. Made it! Didn't use the wood at all. Made it. Well, he didn't use it as far as object pin. Okay, here is Bruno DeFeo, our defending champion. High single 192, high triple 465, league average 124. He has left the 4 horsemen left side, and in back he has the 8 pin. No, 5 pin, excuse me. One and 7 still there. In case you were not watching last week, Bruno DeFeo moved into 4th place for our championship show by rolling a 4-12, and that moved Jeff Atkins out of 5th place to an alternate. To 10. He has the 5 and 7. He has a piece of wood off to the right of the 5, but it does not look as, unless he gets sidewall action off the right wall, as if he will be able to use it much to go get the 7. Nope, didn't get the 7. Our challenger, Dick O'Connell, former champion, and he's working on a spare. Seven is the fill, and he's left with a triangle made up of the 3, 5, and 6. He has it. 2 in a row. 3 consecutive marks in the same string. $50 in bonus money, as all of you, or at least most of you know, and then each consecutive mark in that string after those 3 is worth $50 apiece as long as he can keep it going. All right, let's see if he can make it 3 in a row for $50. Won't be easy because the fill is 6. However, the 4 pins standing are the 3 and 6 on the right, the 4 and 7 on the left, and no wood. Just missed. And when I mean just missed, I mean he just missed hitting the right side of that 3 pin and kicking it over. It turns out to be an 8 box. Now, Bruno DeFeo. Tom Morgan is our top seed for the championship show on August 27th at 6:30 from the Pilgrim Lanes in Haverhill. And Bruno has left the 1, 2, 4, 8, and then over on the right, 6 and 10. 1 piece of wood, and it's right in back of the 4 pin. Tim Michelle is filling in for Ralph Stewart as lobline judge and referee, and he has just gone down to get a piece of wood. It's a 7 box. Al Giglio, as usual, keeping score on the electronic scoreboard, and Keith Williams keeping score on the big board for the folks who are here. All right, here's a spare leave now for our defending champion. The 4 and the 8. Yes, he has it. So as we check the scoreboard after 4 boxes of the first string, which we will also do in the second string, we find that with a bonus ball still to be rolled by our defending champion, Bruno DeFeo, the score right now is our challenger, Dick O'Connell, 50, and Bruno DeFeo, 37.
All the great taste of a friendly sundae goes into our ice cream shop sundae half gallons. When it comes to our Royal Banana Split, it's real fudge, pineapple, walnuts, and more. For authentic Friendly's ice cream at home, pick up some at Friendly's or in your grocer's freezer.
Now, play Friendly's Fast Cash with over $20 million in prizes. You could win a cool grand instantly.
We spent months looking for it, and last week we finally found it. Today we found that we really can't afford it.
Don't lose your dream house. For information about pre-approved loans and our free home buying kit, call today. We're the home buying experts.
Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, 2 magical islands. Daily departures aboard Highline Cruises. From the Ocean Street Dock in Hyannis.
Announcing the speedy No Surprises exhaust sale. For as little as $89.95, we'll install an exhaust system from the converter back, parts, labor, and a lifetime guaranteed muffler. See manager for list of vehicles covered. At Speedy, you get everything except surprises.
Planning a Cape escape? We'll help you start your getaway the right way.
Join me, Dick Albert, for the latest on Cape Cod conditions.
Plus, our Smart Routes report will help you avoid backups at the bridges.
Tune in Fridays at 6, only on News Center 5.
All right, our challenger and former champion, Dick O'Connell, rolling in the 5th and 6th boxes of the first string. Half Worcester, right side, punching out the 3 and the 9. Nice comeback. However, he still has 2 pins to pick up for a 10, the 5 and the 10. It's a 9. Dick got his 658 in winning his roll-off, and he's representing the Hanover Bolodrome. Four horsemen still standing, and in back of those 4 pins, it's a 4 horseman right side. He has the 5 and the 9. Nice shot. Came back and made that 4 horseman right side plus the 5 and the 9. Bruno DeFeo of East Boston, our defending champion, is filling a spare. Let's see what he gets. Seven, leaving the head pin, the 9, and the 10, with wood right in back of the head pin. Didn't get the 10, got the other 2. It's a 10. Today's crew is Glenn Fletcher, Ron Schindler, Skip Peabody, Ken Sullivan. Post-production videotape, George Ellard. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Phil Rubin is our producer-director. 3 pins in a triangle. 4, 7, and 8. And didn't get the 7, which was a surprise to him. A 10, as Dick O'Connell comes up, I want to call to your attention that next week's program is going to be on at 10:30 on Channel 5 in Boston. However, on Channel 40 in Springfield, it's going to be shown on Sunday at 12:30. That's next Saturday morning at 10:30 on Channel 5 in Boston. Sunday afternoon, 12:30, Channel 40 in Springfield. Everything down except the 4-pin for Dick O'Connell. And he was all over it for the spare. Big 9, single pin again to pick up this time. It's on the opposite side. It's the 6-pin. Does have a little piece of wood, which actually he'd probably just as soon not have because it's just mostly in the gutter, but it is partially in front of the 6-pin. Oh, yes, he shook his head. It was dangerous. It did go, but for a moment it looked as if it would not go. Now Bruno DeFeo. Dick O'Connell with $50 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row. And a strike for Bruno DeFeo, our defending champion. That was too full on the head pin. He got 6, leaving the 2, 4, 7 on the left, the 3-pin on the right. There's one piece of wood. It's perpendicular to the pit, just to the right side of the 3. That's what he went for, but didn't get what he had hoped. Obviously, he was hoping for total lateral movement over to the 2-pin into the 4 and the 7. Didn't happen. It's a 9 box. All right, Dick O'Connell now with 3 marks in a row. That's $50 in bonus money in the same string. Each subsequent consecutive mark, $50 apiece, as long as he can keep it going. Right now at 107 plus what he gets on this one. Thin hit. Just 4. Object pin becomes the 3 because on the right he has the 3, 5, 6, and 10. Over on the left, the 4 and the 7. And a piece of wood that's not really up against the 4 and the 7. Partially in the gutter. Got 3 of the 4 on the right, and now he will go for the 4-7. It's a 9. Dick came to see us for the first time back in May of 1975. He was a challenger to Max Valentin at that time, and an unsuccessful challenger, I should add. All right, he has the 2, 4, 7, and 8, plus the 10. There's wood right in front of the 10, which will help to knock that down if he can get something, and there's also wood behind the 2-pin. And it's angled over toward the 10. The question was going to be, and you don't like to say anything because you figure you may jinx, but the feeling was that if anything was not to go, it would be the 8-pin, and that was what happened. So it's a 9. and a fine 129. I've told you that his current league average is 127, so that's pretty much on the money, isn't it? All right, Bruno DeFeo now. And our defending champion struggling a bit. His object pin becomes the 3 again. He's got the 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and over on the left corner, the 7. Nope, too full. Bruno's first appearance on our show was also an unsuccessful one. He unsuccessfully challenged Jim Putney back in 1990. A 7. 23 pins down, and obviously would like to go out in the 10th box with a mark. He'll earn it because he's looking at a diamond. And that's made up of the 2, 4, 5, and 8. Or if you prefer, you can call it the bucket. I kind of prefer diamond. It sounds richer. It's a 10. So I'm sure that's a very disappointing opening string for our defending champion, Bruno DeFeo. He's down by 22 pins, and $50 goes to Dick O'Connell, our challenger, for winning that first string, 129-107.
How many ways are there to enjoy life on a Lark 3-wheeled scooter?
Hundreds of ways. When the going gets tough, the tough go shopping. That's me on my Lark.
Here, try one of these. This is my idea of a little bit of heaven, and my Lark puts me here.
You're doing real well, Kiki. And so am I, thanks to my Lark.
People said I wouldn't be able to get around like I used to, but my Lark and I, we do just fine.
My Lark taught me I could keep on learning and growing.
Hey, you did it, Tommy! Looks like Lark's got me acting like a kid again.
How about you? Isn't it time you got some mobility and freedom back into your life?
Join the club.
For a free color Lark brochure, call 1-800-323-7400. 1-800-323-7400.
Through the years, Channel 5 has been the station you've turned to for health news.
In 1972, Dr. Timothy Johnson pioneered medical reporting right here in Boston, the hub of medical technology and research.
Now medical editor for ABC and News Center 5, Dr. Tim and medical reporter Terry Schrader bring you today's medical news, health tips, and the latest breakthroughs and technologies, weeknights on News Center 5's Health Beat.
The information you need
from the health team you trust.
Defending champion Bruno DeFeo rolled a pair of 10s. He's at 20 after 2. Dick O'Connell rolled a 5 and a 10. He's at 15. Here once again is our defending champion. Moved into 4th place for our championship show with a 412 last week. He was making some strikes last week on hits like that. He has left the 2 and the 7. Tom Morgan is top seed for our championship show with a 435. Tom Ulster in 3rd with 430. Janet Pock is 3rd with a 422. Nope, he did not make the spare. Bruno in 4th and Bill Stanley in 5th. Bill with a 405. It's amazing how long Jeff Atkins lasted in the top 5, as 5th, of course, but not having rolled a 400 with a 397. So here's the alternate now. Spread eagle. They are just not falling the way that they did last week. 672 was his roll-off score, and he's representing the Central Park lanes of East Boston. Once again, chopping wood. An 8. Dick O'Connell, our challenger. 1, 2, 9, and 10 still standing. Wood to the left of the 2-pin, and another one back lying down right where the 7 was. Got just the 9. An 8. A $5, a 10, now an 8. Did have a good opening string with a 129. In case you just joined us. Oh, there it is. All right, with 2 bonus balls to be thrown by today's challenger, Dick O'Connell. The score after 4 boxes here in the middle string is our defending champion, Bruno DeFeo, 38, and Dick O'Connell, 33.
Why have New Englanders been going all the way to New York just to take a cruise to Bermuda? Maybe it's because we haven't had a choice. Until now, Majesty Cruise Line announces Boston's only weekly cruises to Bermuda on the MV Royal Majesty. The finest cuisine, impeccable service, and exciting entertainment make it a ship as perfect as Bermuda itself. Majesty Cruise Line, the only weekly cruises from Boston to Bermuda.
Hey, have you heard about my 5-degree guarantee?
No, I haven't.
Something about plus or minus 5 degrees. Then what happens?
Each weeknight on News Center 5 and 11, I predict the next day's high temperature within 5 degrees, guaranteed.
Can you prove that?
5 degrees?
If I'm wrong, I'll pick a name, and you can win a 5-degree guarantee shirt. Just mail a postcard to Box 265, Needham 02192. But I won't miss often. I guarantee it.
Join the excitement at the new Bank of Boston Summer Festival at Harbor Lights, Boston's only summer concert pavilion at the waterfront on Fan Pier. Comedian Gallagher performs Saturday, July 9th. Peter, Paul, and Mary, July 21st. Tickets at all Ticketmaster locations or charged by calling 931-2000. For a full schedule, see this Sunday's Boston Globe Bank of Boston Summer Festival at Harbor Lights, presented in association with WCBB-TV.
This is young Bruno DeFeo, our defending champion from East Boston. 1 pin out of there. Do you think this game isn't tough? Imagine coming that close to the head pin, just missing it, and getting only 1. Now there are 3 pins standing. 4, 7, and 8. It's a 10. Wow, a punch out again, and he winds up with 5 pins. Kind of an unusual configuration over on the right. He has the 3, 6, and 10. On the left, the 2 and 8. And a couple of pieces of wood. Sort of a little bit of them in between the 2 and 8. All right. Now he has 2, 8, and 10. Oh, he almost pulled off a sensational shot, but the 10 is still there as the piece of wood he got to fly across actually missed it by not very much and went into the gutter. Now, Dick O'Connell has 2 bonus balls, and he's working on a strike. Here is the first, and ooh, so close to making it 2 strikes in a row. Everything down except the 4-pin. For a spare. Wow. Surprise, surprise, surprise. He did not get it. Now he picks it off as a single pin. Four horsemen, left side. That's what he's looking at. 1, 2, 4, and 7. Didn't get the head pin. Got the other 3. Dick O'Connell, 26th appearance on our program today. He was the live show champion in 1987 and 1988. Gets a 10. Jim Powers hit our high-low jackpot last week, in case you weren't watching, so as a result, it starts all over again at $50. I know you want to know how much it was. It was $350 that he won. Bruno DeFeo. 2 full, almost a spread eagle. The right wing is there with the 3, 6, and 10. The left has the 7 clipped off. 2 and 4 are there, standing. Another chop out. That was the 6-pin. It's an 8. It's interesting that in the only 4 previous appearances that our defending champion Bruno DeFeo made in 90, 91, and 94, everything down except the 7-pin. He has rolled a 347 to lose, a 338 to lose, and to win he's rolled a 425 and a 412. Tim Michel clearing some wood from the right-hand side. Bruno looking at the 7-pin. And he was all over that. Now, Dick O'Connell, as challenger in the match, obviously bowling second in the middle string. All right, everything down except the 10-pin. He's got 3 pieces of wood, and one of them is in pretty favorable position to go over and get that 10-pin if he chooses to use it. But he decided to go right out. That's the good candlepin bowler will, if he can get at it without using any wood, he will. So spare on the 7. And oh, 1 pin, the 6-pin rocking back and forth. So it's a 9-pin drop, and it looked for a while as if it might be a strike. All right, once again, a single pin to pick up for a mark. Ooh. He just missed that one. When he throws the ball, he puts that sort of a spin on it that would draw it slightly from right to left. And the ball for the spare just broke a fraction too far. The next one, he compensated slightly, and he drew it right in. All right, 7 is the fill for Bruno DeFeo. He's looking at the 2, 4, and 7 with no wood to help. Nope, not today. Missed the object pin. The 2 is still there. He took out the 4 and 7. $10. He's got them scattered. 5 of them standing, and they're kind of scattered. It's the 1, the 2, the 7, the 9, and the 10. One, 2, and 7, but 9 and 10 still there. Right between the 9 and 10, so it's an 8. An even 100 to go with a 107, and we're talking about our defending champion who last week rolled a 412 and whose league average is 124, so obviously not his day today. A little bit too full that time, Dick O'Connell, leaving 3, 6, 10 on the right, 2 and 4 on the left. The wood is behind the 2 and 4. Tried to utilize the 2, 4 plus that wood and hope to get some sidewall action. It didn't work. So the 3, 6, and 10 are still there. Very nicely done as he cleaned it up for a 10. There, he got a break as the 4-pin went down, leaving him the 6 and 10 to convert for a 10th box spare. No. Got the 6, but not the 10. It's a 9. So another $50 in bonus money goes to Dick O'Connell for winning the middle string by the score of, believe it or not, 110 to 100. And right now it is a 32-pin lead in the match for our challenger, Dick O'Connell, 239 to 207.
What are estimates? Most are guesses, that's what. And most go up. At Speedy, you know you never pay more than your estimate. It's the final price. At Speedy, you never need an appointment, and you never pay more than your estimate. We're working to earn your trust. Announcing the Speedy No Surprises exhaust sale. For as little as $89.95, we'll install an exhaust system from the converter back, parts, labor, and a lifetime guaranteed muffler. See manager for list of vehicles covered. At Speedy, you get everything except surprises.
Hi, I'm Frankie Avalon. You know, growing up has never been easy. It involves a lot of things, like learning what's right and wrong and how to make good decisions. Now, some decisions we make when we're young can have lasting effects, like messing with drugs. Drugs can ruin a life before it really has a chance to get started. Your local Naval Reserve has a program that shows kids the dangers of experimenting with drugs. There are programs for 3 separate age groups. That's elementary, middle, and high school students. They'll present their program free of charge to your local school, church, or civic organization. Now, as a parent, that's the father of 8, I'm pleased the Naval Reserve includes all kids in their program. There's no age or social group that's immune from drug abuse. To arrange a presentation to your group, call your nearest Naval Reserve activity.
Challenger Dick O'Connell, a pair of 9s. He's at 18 after the first 2 boxes of the 3rd string. Here's our defending champion, Bruno DeFeo. Once again, he has a split. 7-pin alone. Over on the right, 6 and 10. 3 pieces of wood, 2 of which are rolling around right now, so I can't tell you exactly where they're going to stop. Stopping about where the 1 and, the 3 and the 6 would be. Nope, didn't work. Got just a 10. A 9. As I said before, in case you just tuned in, Bruno DeFeo put himself in 4th place for our championship show by rolling a 412 last week. There, finally a strike. He had a strike and a spare in the first and 1 spare in the second. All right. It would appear to be something that will go if he hits it properly. Unfortunately for him, he didn't. They kind of crumbled with the exception of the 9-pin. It's still there for a 9. So for Dick O'Connell, it's 3 consecutive 9s to begin the 3rd. Nope. All of a sudden, it appeared like he might be having a hammer, but he left the middle pin, the king pin, the 5. Now, if he can pick this up for a spare, no! Once again, that ball, which he delivers with spin to draw it to the left, did just that. It went left and missed. This time, he compensated a bit and started it just slightly to the right of the pin, and it came right into it. Okay, Bruno DeFeo. Well, he did what he wanted to do. He hit the head pin. Unfortunately, it wound up as a spread eagle, punching out 1, 5, 8, and 9. Second ball. Right down the same spot, so the fill on the strike is just 4. And now he'll try with this last one to try to clean up a little bit. Ooh, it's a 6. I mentioned when I was talking about what he had done before for you folks who may have tuned in late, so I'm going to repeat a special announcement about next week's program. It's going to be on at 10:30 on Channel 5 in Boston. Once again, he's got a spread eagle. However, for you folks on Channel 40 in Springfield, it'll be shown Sunday at 12:30. Got it? Next Saturday morning, 10:30, Channel 5 in Boston. And Sunday afternoon, 12:30, Channel 40 in Springfield. The right side of the spread eagle, he took out 2, the 6 and 10. And he left the 3-pin and the 7-pin. So it is an 8. All right, Dick O'Connell, who had the 129 opening string, is well in the lead, but since then, neither he nor our defending champion, Bruno DeFeo, has been able to do much. That time, Dick O'Connell had a 4-horseman left side spare leave and took out just the head pin. Now looking at 2, 4, 7, no wood. And punches out the middle, so it's an 8. 9, 9, 9, 10, and 8 so far for our challenger. in the third string. And he is a guy who has put up some great numbers in the past for us. After he failed to win the first 3 times in 75, 1980, and 1984, he won for the first time, beating Steve Reno by throwing a 403. Nope, everything down except the 9-pin. Then in 1987, in a great match against Gary Carrington, who rolled a 415, Gary Carrington rolled a 415 on June 13th of 1987, and Dick O'Connell rolled a, get this, 468. 468. Okay, here's Bruno DeFeo, our defending champion. Spare leave. Tim Michel takes a check to see that everything is legal. It's the 2 and the 5 with Wood alongside the 2. Yes, he made it. Spare in the 5th. Here is the bonus ball. And he drops 6. 4, 7, 8, and 10. 3 pieces of wood. One of them in a good spot for going over to get the 10. The other 2 should take out the other 3. Sort of the 2 nearer to him are forming a V. And, well, I think everybody thought it was going to go. But instead, the 4 and 7 went and the 10 went. But that 8-pin is still there. Now the final 4 boxes. Half Worcester right side for Dick O'Connell. All right, now he's looking at the 1-7-10, which was hit, as I said last week, by Jim Powers for $350, so we've started all over again this week at 50. However, he would not have that felled wood to help. One 7-10 went, but with help of 2 pieces of wood. Wow, that looked like it was going to be a strike, but the 10-pin is still there. Now Tim Michel calls time, wants to go down. There is 1 piece of wood that's rolling this way. He's standing right over it, waiting, and it did come this side, or it did touch the deadwood line. I've told you before, the deadwood line is from the middle of the head pin toward the bowler, exactly 24 inches, right across the lane, and everything behind that is in play. Anything touching it or coming this side of it has to be removed. All right. Spare in the 8th. Now the final 4 boxes for Bruno DeFeo, who's glad that this is this week and not last week, or he would not have been coming back. All right. On the right, he has the 3, 6, and 10 with wood in back of the 6, and the 4-pin over on the left with wood in front of it. No, did not get the object pin, which was the 3. Got the 6 and 10. It's a 9. Down by 25. 3 boxes to go. Should he load up, he could make it interesting, but he's been just unable to do that. 2, 4, 5, and 7 on the left, 6 and 10 on the right. The only wood is across the 6 and 10. Seven still there, plus the 6 and 10, and he'll obviously go for the 6 and 10 with wood in front of it. Oh, did not get both of them. It's an 8 box. 80 through 8. Big 9. The 1 pin left is the 4. And he has a piece of wood that's perpendicular to it right in front of it. Got a break because he did not hit it on the cap, which would have driven it like a battering ram into it. Instead, he hit it on an angle, but it came off the sidewall anyway and knocked down the 4 pin. And they both look the same on the score sheet, no matter how you make them. All right, 2, 4, 10. Nothing. $9 and 110. All right, our defending champion is at 80 through 8. No chance. But maybe he can win this string. A few more toppled, and he has a spare leave now with the 4 and the 7. Spare in the 9th. Last week, that would have been a strike. Now he leaves most unusual leave, really. It's the 8 pin and the 10 pin after coming right in on the right pocket, the 1-3 pocket. Good try as he took a piece of wood on the left and spun it into the 8 and hoping it would carry over into the 10. And 108. So another $50 goes to Dick O'Connell. He has won the 3rd string by a score of 110 to 108 and has obviously won the match 349 to 315.
There's an exciting, rewarding career opportunity awaiting you at East Coast Aerotech, conveniently located on our 27-acre campus at Hanscom Field. Now is the time to enroll and become an aviation mechanic. You'll have the skills now in demand by the aviation industry. East Coast Aerotech is New England's largest accredited aviation school. You'll receive hands-on power plant and airframe training with top flight professional instructors. East Coast Aerotech, offering lifetime job placement assistance, major airlines, manufacturing, municipal airports. Call now, 1-800-292-3228.
It's not just the news. It's News Center 5. Greater Boston and New England's most trusted, most watched news team. Chet Curtis and Natalie Jacobson. Dick Albert and a team of meteorologists that cover the weather like a breaking news story with a guarantee of accuracy. And an inside look at Boston sports with the mic you like. News Center 5. Where an experienced team of reporters with a proven track record covers Greater Boston and New England like no other. Where our exclusive special assignment team uncovers the cover-ups and blows the lid off rip-offs 5 nights a week. Where medical editor Dr. Timothy Johnson reports on vital health news. Where you can find the stories that are important to you. News that's live, local, late-breaking, accurate, reliable reporting from a team you can trust to bring you facts, not hype. It's not just the news. It's News Center 5.
Imagine. Now, it's possible to change the way a car performs over time with new Clean System 3 Power Plus and Power Premium from Texaco. Two choices for cars that can benefit from higher octane. A breakthrough in engine cleaning for the highest performance, lower emissions, and improved mileage. New Clean System 3 Power Plus and Power Premium from Texaco. Give us 60 days and watch what can happen.
664 is our total today, or maybe I shouldn't have said that so loud. Okay, we have, let's see, $200. All right, so 10 either side of that would win the $200, 664, and when I draw a card, that person will be rewarded with a handsome prize. All right. Let's go over here. Use the left hand. This one comes from Spencer, Massachusetts, Vivian Daoust, and her guess is 741. So next week we are going to add another $50. It'll be up to $250. Well, Jim Powers walked away with our high-low jackpot last week, so it starts at $50. So you get first shot at it, Dick O'Connell. Bruno. No, you kept hitting the head pin, but you were punching out all day, huh? Spread eagles.
I'm surprised I didn't get one just now.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean, because you kept hitting that and punching out 1, 5, 8, and 9, right? This is from Din Brothers, and of course you say $350. I can't find any bonus money, but your consolation is that right now we'll see you.
It sticks this time. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you then. All right. Richard from Din Brothers, and that's going to be inscribed with this victory. I don't know whether you want them to put the score down or not. But
no, they can leave the score on.
But you are our marksman of the day. You get a $50 gift certificate from Rotman's Furniture and $700 plus $200 in bonus money. So, listen, if we don't consider the score, it was a good day, right?
Yeah, considering they both did.
Okay. We don't know who your challenger is. That roll-off hasn't been held yet, but I'm planning on being here, and I don't think you'll miss it either.
I won't miss it.
You won't miss it either, will you? See you then. Bye-bye.
Messages.